my dad, well, he used to work for the city of Marianao, and he had people working under him, as painters, handyman, whatnot. And once we knew we were leaving the country, he had to resign from his job, and that made things harder for the family, as him being the provider. He was arrested a couple times in the Cabaña, the Príncipe Big Jail, old from way back in the Spaniard times. And it was hard for my mom. She started doing laundry and ironing for the people that had a little bit more money. And of course you do wash everything by hand. You have to starch, you have to boil the white clothing to make it whiter. And we will bring it in the house and kind of like splash a little bit of water and make it into little balls, put it in a basket, and then you start ironing. That's why I hate ironing.
My dad, as far as I know, he's from Havana. My mother is from Pinar del Rio. That's where her family was raised, and then they started kind of branching into Havana when a lot of us ended up in Havana. But they were poor. They lived in dirt houses and, dirt floors and little thatched roofs and that kind of thing. And they basically lived off of fishing. Basically, their livelihood was to fish. And, for any other kind of job, you had to move into the cities. And so they moved to Havana looking for jobs.
And, my dad, like I said, he was in jail for a couple times. They were accusing him of stealing tools and stuff, which wasn't true. I mean, we want to get out of the country. You don't want to do anything like that. But they find a way just to keep you. And it was hard. But on the other hand, as kids, it's all about fun and games. You're not really thinking. Now you go back as an adult, and you go back and look at things like that happened through your life to your parents, your mom, and it's like, oh my God. And our story is not even probably close to other people that have fled Cuba that were in a war situation.
It was a hard life for a young kid like me, because I used to do things like make the line, get up in the morning, there was no water. We had to wait for water to come up at midnight to fill in the buckets. And everything was so difficult in life. You couldn't buy whatever you want. You had to buy things by the book. Still remember that stuff. And so, but that's all I can remember. And as soon as I left that behind, I just don't think about it that much. That's why I don't remember much of it. I remember when I got here and being in the United States and everything being so beautiful, and we had everything we wanted. If you work, you get what you want. That's what I learned here.